I dedicate this movie review to Phil Hartman. Rest in peace, man. Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Barkley, aka Boobop197. This is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it is time again for another movie review. And this is the movie review that everybody has been waiting for the last maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I can't remember, but it's been a long time. But finally, it's here at long last. Another cool film that came from our dear beloved animator, the screenwriter, and one of the most famous directors of all time, Hayao Miyazaki. And yes, this movie almost came 30 years ago. I know it's not 30 years yet for this really cool movie, but it's getting close. So anyway, for my next movie review is Kiki's Delivery Service. And I will tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, yes, I will admit this is going to be the 20th anniversary of the day when this movie came out in the year of 1998 for the English dub. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I still love the English dub for this film, even to this day. And sadly, it's the last final film that our late actor Phil Hartman will ever be in. He's the one who played the cat named Gigi. And it's so sad that we lost him 20 years ago. He was a great man, and also one of the former cast of Saturday Night Live. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my next movie review, Kiki's Delivery Service. And now, let's head on to the main plot of the story. It's all about this 13-year-old girl named Kiki who's going to be away from home for only 1 year only, so she could train to become a witch and learn how to do some magical, doing some magical things like making spells or make potions or read somebody's fortune telling. But she decided to do something different, when she's hanging on to a brand new city that came from maybe somewhere around Europe or something. I'm not so sure. She decided to do some delivery, be like a mail person, try to deliver somebody's mail. And she can't do this alone without her famous cat, Gigi. And, she wants to learn how to fit in, getting along with some unknown people who doesn't know that witches exist or not, and so much more. And that's my whole entire plot of Kiki's Delivery Service. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this really cool movie that Hayao Miyazaki made from the last 30-something years ago? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, this is a pretty darn good movie to watch. This is one of the best movies that involves a really cool story that nobody has never done before. And I really like a storyline that involves a really cool witch who wants to do something else, not just read somebody's fortunes or doing potions or making spells. You know what witches do in their own lives to create magic and all that stuff. She just wanted to do something different, something that a witch had never done before, and that is making delivery. Taking care of somebody's mail and make sure it needs to come by on time. Well, if you remember all the mail stuff that we had so many years ago, like a letter or a package or something that might be special to us, for our birthdays and Christmases and all that stuff. So it's really cool that we got a brand new, interesting storyline that nobody had never made before. And as for the movie itself, I will say it had a very good, interesting storyline, has great, likable, and memorable characters. I will say the animation is so darn beautiful as usual. I miss 2D hand-drawn animation. We gotta find a way to get it back somehow. I love the voice acting for both English and Japanese dub alike, but I think I like the English dub better because it fits perfectly for this movie. It had a very nice, interesting score. It has good sceneries and highlight moments of the film. And yeah, it has some comedy. It has a little bit of action. And it has a very good friendship story between Kiki and the boy named Tombo. I mean, this is a very darn interesting movie to watch. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Kiki's delivery service. I will say for my strongest points for this movie, I will say I'm going to keep it as it is. The English dub. Out of all the Miyazaki films I did enjoy that featured the English dub, like Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle and Ponyo and so much more, I will say Kiki's delivery service deserves to be another great anime movie I can enjoy that featured the English dub. And we do have a couple of familiar actors and actresses who were a part of this cool project. Like Kristen Dunst, if I remember right. Yeah, I think it's Kristen Dunst. It's so hard to pronounce her name. Well, you know her. Like I said, Phil Hartman and Matthew Lawrence and the late Debbie Reynolds. She may rest in peace. I mean, there's so many cool actors and actresses to be found in this really cool dub who worked so hard in this very underrated classic. I mean, this English dub really did blow me away from start to finish, and this is the reason why I want to celebrate its 20th anniversary of the day when this movie came out with a great English dub. I will say the English dub is truly the best, strongest point for this movie. And as for the weakest points for this movie, I do have one tiny bit of a weak point, but it doesn't take away this movie. I will say I really don't like the Japanese dub for Gigi. I think the voice actress of Gigi is kind of off for me. I think it doesn't fit the character right. I think I like the English dub better. At least they picked the rightful actor to play our beloved male cat. So I wish the Japanese dub should have picked someone else to play Gigi, and needs to have a male-like voice. Something that will fit the character just right. And I know it's true in some of the Japanese dubs here and there that some female characters will play male characters. And there are some of the female characters I can agree with who could play a male character right. All I remember is the voice actress who did Kenshin Himura from the Rurouni Kenshin series and the Samurai X series. At least she did a great job of playing the character Kenshin right, you know, becoming serious, becoming funny, and being mature sometimes. That was pretty darn cool, but I think I'm not really comfortable with the voice actress of Gigi. I think she sounds a bit too off for my taste. So I think that's the only weak point I found with this for this movie and this character that we all know and love. So yeah, I rather prefer the English dub better than the Japanese dub for Gigi, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that's my whole entire only weak point I found with this movie. And now, let's go on with the characters. And I'll stick to the two characters I like the best in this film. The first one is Kiki, played by Kirsten Dunst. It's so hard to pronounce her name, but I think you already know her. She is from Jumanji and also the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. I will say she did a fantastic job with this really cool character who played a really cool witch who wants to do something different than something that involves magical spells and fortune telling and things that involves witchy stuff, but she wants to do delivery instead. I will say for Kiki, she had a fantastic storyline. She has a great personality, great attitude. She's a very cute, interesting character. She's very headstrong. She wants to know what she wants her life, something that a witch could do, I think. It's hard for me to say what I'm going to say about this really cool character who's very memorable and she has a very good heart. And I'm glad that Hayao Miyazaki wants to make a very cool, interesting storyline about a witch who wants to do something different than doing things that involves witchy stuff, I guess. So yeah, she is a good character overall. And now let's head on to our beloved cat character, Gigi, played by our dear beloved Phil Hartman. This is the best movie he'll ever do before the time of his passing from 1998. This is a very good movie that he ever did. And he played a very good character for it. I really love Gigi. He's a very good, interesting cat-like character. And I think he's truly much better than that stupid Meowth from the Pokemon series, since Meowth is such a stupid character and I hate Meowth all the way through from start to finish. But Gigi right here is so much better. He's a very headstrong, memorable character with a great storyline, great personality and attitude. I love the character development and chemistry that he had with Kiki, and they are such a good team, working together on the delivery service. And yeah, that's all I could say about this really cool, interesting cat that was played by our dear beloved actor who had passed away way too soon. And most of all, may he rest in peace. We love you, Phil Hartman. We love you, man. We just love you and miss you. Amen. And now, ladies and dudes, I have nothing else to say, so here's my final thoughts of Kiki's Delivery Service. Overall, Kiki's Delivery Service will always be one of my favorite films of all time, with a beautiful storyline, likable and memorable characters, beautiful voice dub. Well, the English dub. I do love the English dub, but I do like the Japanese dub in so many ways. It has good sceneries and highlight moments, great score, and this is one of the best films that you will never forget in anime history. So for my rating for this film, I decided to give it a perfect high rating score of 10 out of 10. This is one good movie that you need to check out to believe it, if you do believe in magic. And this one goes to our dear beloved actor, Phil Hartman. And that is it, ladies and dudes. That's my whole entire movie review of Kiki's Delivery Service. I hope you enjoy this movie review. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite English dub that you have ever seen from one of Miyazaki's films? Which English dub deserves to be the best? For me, I will stay with Spirited Away. Spirited Away will always have one of the best anime movies of all time with a fantastic English dub. Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next movie reviews to come in the later on future. Like, I gotta do, The Incredibles 2, that's coming up, and Ant-Man Wasp, and Christopher Robin, and so much more. So be prepared for those movie reviews to come in the later on future, and I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.